Hello again. Welcome to Straight Street. My name is Chris Cooley. I am a Protestant, non-denominational lover of Jesus Christ. I'm not a preacher or a prophet, but I am a teacher and I am a prayer. The last time we were talking about being in God's army. Now, you've just had a heart transplant. You're recovering in the infirmary. You're up and about, moving around, feeling good, feeling real good. God's ministering angels are all around you, and life is different. You see things different. That's great. Welcome. But you must be aware that this will not last. You have taken one step toward God, and He has rushed 8 trillion miles to meet you. Now, He's in your presence, He's in your presence, but at some point He's going to take a step back. And you have to step to Him now. And every once in a while, continually, because this is a walk of faith, God's going to take a step back. And we have to step to Him. And it's continuous. This will not ever stop. It will not ever be the case that this process is done. No matter how advanced we become, there is further we have to go. This is a journey. It is a walk. It is lifelong. And at every stage, God gives us grace to deal with what is there, the challenge that is set before us. But we do have to go. We have to go. So you can look at this like, it's a poor analogy. It really is. It really is. Like a game, like a video game where, you're going to go from stage to stage, and at the end of each stage, there's a boss. There's a big man, a strong man, which I'll tell you about that later. Yeah. What I'm saying right now is that the thing that is going to happen, it's already happened. You just haven't realized it yet, perhaps. For your whole life, you've been a part of an organization that was your family. You've been loyal to it. It has treated you. It's never loved you, but it has caused you to believe that you were loved. It has caused you to love it. It has brought you pleasure and satisfaction and caused you to understand the world in its terms. And now you're a traitor. You have turned your back on that organization that brought you up from birth. And like any, gangster movie where somebody's a turncoat, well, that team now sees you that way. And there is no going back. You can go back. It is possible to go back. However, the thing about it is that in the first place, they never loved you. They never loved you. They are incapable of it. They have fooled you your whole life. They have made ways for you to corrupt and destroy yourself and made you love doing it the whole time. If you were to go back, They're going to try to draw you back. That's my point. They are going to absolutely, for the rest of your life, try to draw you back. And right now is when you are most vulnerable. So you must protect yourself. You must. Soon, God is going to step back and allow you to make the next move. Excuse me. You need to keep yourself close to this campfire. Within this encampment, there is protection. The enemy is like a wolf outside of the campfire at night. Now that wolf is only going to get so close to that light, and you need to stay close to that light where the wolf will not come. And in order to do that, that means communicating with God. It means getting into and away from, into the things of God and away from the things not of God. Now, it's going to be your entire world. And I'm not saying that, I know some of us are able to do that. Some of us can make a 180 turn. I couldn't. And I'm going to explain that to you. I'm only telling you what to expect. So if you see, those familiar troubles, temptations, if you've got anger problems and you came to the Lord and then you was able to be cool with things, that would have irritated you, but now you're finding yourself, you're kind of slipping, you're reacting again. That's what's happening. The enemy is absolutely going to provoke you to do what has been your instinct and reflex to do all this time. So that then he can show you, you haven't changed. You're still the same. This Christianity stuff doesn't work. Not for you. You're one of us. Come on back and be comfortable. But if you go back, whatever it is that brought you to us is going to be worse. It's going to be so much worse. And however long it took for you to get to that point the last time, it's going to be much quicker, your destruction this time. Because now your eyes are open. You can't claim ignorance. And they are going to abuse you. I know. My hope is that you will avoid that. But if it happens, come back. Come back. When you have your next moment of clarity, come back. If you're embarrassed because, you joined a church and then you fell off, excuse me, sorry, come back. You don't even have to go back to that same church, but come back to the Lord. He will forgive you. You just got to ask for it. You just say, hey, God, I'm sorry. I messed up again. Please forgive me. And then accept that forgiveness. Know that you are forgiven. Accept the forgiveness and start again with Him. As many times as it takes. As many times as it takes. They say, some of us believe in once saved, always saved. And that may very well be the case. For me, I've made that declaration a number of times. I have. because I felt like it did not take in the previous iterations. But the fact that I kept coming back is actually proof that it did take from the beginning. But I wasn't convinced. And you'll need to be convinced yourself. So, be aware that you now are the enemy. And God's great enemy is going to try to make an example out of you and get you back for what you did. You're a traitor. And what do you expect? So expect that. Just keep talking to God. Just keep talking to him. You can't hear his voice. You don't understand this. You feel silly about it. You do it in places where can't nobody hear you because, they're going to think you're crazy. That's okay. Keep doing that. Keep doing that. In Jesus' name, anything, everything, make a habit out of it. And I assure you that at some point it's going to click and there will be nothing more real to you than this. Okay, that's enough. I hope to see you again soon. Thank you.